James 4:8 says, draw nigh to God and he will draw nigh to you. Right? Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. This verse has always fascinated me, because I've also heard that unless the Holy Spirit draws us, we would never draw near to God. And this verse is saying, you draw near to God and then he will draw near to you. So today, I actually had or received some revelation regarding this verse that I just absolutely love. And it was something that Al Mack wrote on his Facebook page under Northwest Prophetic. I follow him and his page Northwest Prophetic because it's just, to me, just such wisdom. And it really, what he writes just really gets me to think. And what he wrote about us drawing nigh or near to God and him drawing near to us, to me, just blew up this verse. This gave me a lot of revelation on this verse. So let me just get into it. I'm going to read you his words. And this is from his page on Facebook called Northwest Prophetic. This is what he wrote. The other day, I went for a walk in the woods in, quote, our place, a set of trails that God and I used to spend a lot of time on together. What with the price of gas to get there and the business of life, I haven't been to those trails much lately or much recently. We've been meeting in coffee shops and back rooms instead. When I got to the trailhead, my first words were, according to tradition, "Hi, Papa." And then he broke our tradition. Instead of waiting for me to quiet my mind over the next mile, he immediately began speaking to me of reciprocity in relationships, particularly his relationship with individuals. He seemed very excited about it. I'm afraid I loved that part best. His enthusiasm is very contagious. My relationship with you, he began, and I could hear him smiling, is reciprocal. And he let me think on that for a bit. I sometimes teach a model of relationships that uses a bridge as an illustration of our relationship. The stronger the bridge, the relationship between us, the more weight that can be carried across the bridge from you to me, or from me to you. But we both have to build the bridge. I thought of this illustration now as he was teaching me. That's actually not how I relate to you. I was getting excited with him by now. So he began to describe to me how he limits himself in his relationship with me or anyone else based on how I approach him. While he is always attentive towards me, if I give him my time and attention, then he gives me his time and attention. The degree to which I experience him is pretty much determined by how much I'm willing to invest myself in him in our relationship. I wish I could capture the joy, the immediacy, the clarity that came on those trails. He pointed out that he's pretty much omnipotent, and if he relates to me in his omnipotence, I'll pop, or my brain will fry, or I'll burn up in a puff of smoke. No one can see my face and live, he told Moses, and suddenly I understood better. If he brought the infinite force of his personality to our relationship, I would crumble to dust when he showed up. That's hard on the relationship. It's mercy that keeps him at a distance from me. Reciprocity is needed so that I can survive the encounter. He must limit himself, his glory that is in his person, his personality. I still pray, show me your glory, like Moses, and he still must answer, I cannot. You wouldn't survive it. But the limit that he puts on himself is the limit that I set. Or to put it another way, the more I open myself to him, the more he opens himself to me. I long for his presence. I appreciate his mercy. Isn't that powerful? This really opened up that verse, draw near to me and I will draw near to you. I've always said we can draw as close to God as we want to, and that's true. You know, the more you talk to him throughout the day, the more you just like always picture him inside you, around you, and the more you just make him your best friend, he will make you his best friend. He will tell you more about himself if you tell him more about yourself. Even though he knows everything about you, he wants to hear it from you. He wants to have a discussion with you. He wants to have a relationship with you. So the more you put into a relationship with him, the more he's going to, build his relationship with you. That is powerful. So really, it is a lot up to you, up to us, how close we want to be with God and how much he will open up to us. I guess it's just like any relationship, right? Maybe human relationship, that sounds like a human relationship. The more you put into the relationship, the more you're going to get out of it. The more you spend time with each other, and I think every time, like, do you not get that every time you go to lunch with a friend and they tell you another story of their past or something that just happened yesterday, you get to know a little bit more something about them, and you fall in love a little bit more with them. So can I encourage you? Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh or near to you.